In this video, I will be discussing the costume choices I have chosen for my music video and ancillary tasks. These include Michael and Elliot as the Wanderers, and Martha as Michael's love interest. The first image shows my two main characters, Michael and Elliot, in their neutral performance gear, performing as the Wanderers, which is the band which my music video and ancillary task is based around. Elliot has messy natural hair to appear as a friendly and boyish character, as this connotes youth and freedom, which is a popular ideology of the genre which I am working within, which is soft rock. Whereas Michael's hair has been more styled, it is gelled up, which looks edgy and connotes the more rebellious side of the soft rock genre. They are both dressed in the same type of clothing during the performance parts of the video, as it is when they are themselves, and shows a group identity without having them in a uniform. It also constructs an equal star image for them to share, and the simplicity suggests to an audience they are in it for the music rather than their image or being separate from each other. Both of them have facial hair, which was a popular look for men within soft rock when it was at its height, and has recently come back into fashion, so it appealed to the original soft rock fans as well as modern media followers. I first considered having them in white shirts like they had in the original video, but after looking at the two options, black looked better aesthetically, and especially under the lights, as you can't see the flickering lights on them, and I believe it's better at showing the genre style. The black smartwear also connotes elegance and formality, as well as rebellion at the same time. This creates a visual oxymoron much like the concept of soft rock itself. In summary, it has a metaphorical meaning which highlights the genre type. Both Michael and Elliot have their sleeves rolled up as it looks comfortable and laid back, which is very comfortable to watch as an audience, as it makes them seem down to earth and makes them more personable icons. A convention of the genre is mutual respect and likeness between the stars and their fans. In contrast to their smart get-up, shirts and trousers, they are wearing personal, comfortable shoes, which they wear throughout the whole video. I kept the shoes the same throughout the video, as feet connote roots, and soft rock is very much about staying true to yourself and being all about the music, which is basically sticking to your roots. Michael is wearing wristbands, etc., making him more covered up, even with his sleeves rolled up. This gives him something to hide behind and calms his nerves, or keep him calm, for example. They have connotations of the tortured artist image, so like a soft rock heartthrob star. However, there is nothing on Elliot's wrists, making him more visually open, presenting him as a more open character than Michael, which shows him to be a more neutral character. This is Michael's costume for the casual narrative scenes at the beginning of the music video. At this point, he is wearing a mostly white t-shirt. White has connotations of innocence and purity, so it could suggest he is still innocent and nice at this time in the narrative, and makes him appear to be an open and light-hearted character, which later contrasts his character growth. Although, the design on his shirt allows for a contrast of emotions. The Red Skull logo, which connotes power, passion, but also aggression, as he wears this top with the band, and when he is around his girlfriend, it shows the power play and passion he feels in these situations, but also foreshadows the later aggression. The Red Skull is also a convention of the rock side of the genre, connoting danger and passion, which appeals to the fashion associated to the fans. However, we don't really see him wearing it in the final video, as he wears a hoodie over it, which covers it a bit. This shows his hoodie. He wears it at various points, such as at the beginning, over his white top, and for the first gig. It's a comfortable hoodie. It is fairly baggy and plain. This could suggest he is covering up and hiding behind it. It presents him as casual and not trying to flaunt his appearance too much, perhaps to show how he is humble. Once again, he is in the same shoes to present the reoccurring theme of sticking to his roots. This is Michael's final costume. He wears black smart trousers and a black t-shirt with a green logo. This is his final performance gear. The black shirt once again connotes elegance, etc., The green of the logo connotes both success and growth, but over the black could show the negative connotations of green, such as greed and envy. This was intentional, as although he is now becoming a more successful performer in the narrative, it has also gone to his head a little, and he is beginning to lose touch. From an audience's point of view, this presents him as a more dark type of rock star, and also gives him a recognizable logo. His black trousers continue to have positive representational factors. This is Martha's, Michael's love interest's, main costume throughout the video. She wears the same jeans and shoes throughout, and depending on whether she is indoors or outdoors and what gig she is at changes whether she has a coat on and which top she is seen wearing. Hair-wise, she has soft natural curls which present her as a homely down-to-earth character. Curls can also be seen as a glamorous style, such as the classic Victory Rolls look, or seen on icons such as Marilyn Monroe. I didn't include any major makeup for her, as she has a clear glowing complexion, which is very good at conveying innocence and health. However, she has got mascara on to make sure her eyes stood out on camera, as they are a focal point for an audience member, so I wanted to make sure they were defined. Her coat is worn indoors many times and always when she is outdoors. This is to show she is prepared to leave. It also suggests she is closing herself off. I decided to go with using a green coat, as I have with other characters, to show they are going through similar emotions. But her connotations of green are that of jealousy or envy, and being unsettled at how dedicated Michael is for his music, but not to her. How she is unhappy that he drops her to get more famous. Her blue jeans connote freedom, being comfortable, youthfulness, and keeping with modern trends. This is what she wears under the coat. She wears these for the setup and gigs as she becomes more open. As you can see, she is wearing the same shoes throughout the video, showing her similarity with Michael and Elliot and continuing the theme of roots. Her grey hoodie makes her fit the genre more, keeping her looking more edgy and less girly. Grey also connotes being unsure or lost, which she is, unsure on whether she fits in with Michael now. He has his band and whether she will stay or not. The red of her top connotes passion, lust, courage and power, which are characteristics I wanted her to have, as although she feels strongly about Michael and is glad he is enjoying being in the band, she has the courage to stay but the power to leave when it's no longer right for her. Also, I think it looks nice to wear for a laid-back gig and presents her as a well-dressed young person, which is always a good thing. This is what Elliot wears for the beginning of the video, when they are writing music together and setting up for the first gig. This is while they are still just friends singing and getting along, so he is dressed and made up to look homely and comfortable. He is first seen wearing a blue plaid flannel shirt. It's a visibly soft material, and he is wearing it with the top button undone to create a comfortable and relaxed look. This presents him as a stereotypical boy next door, showing this is his roots. Also, blue has the connotations of freedom, imagination and loyalty, suggesting he is loyal to his friend and the band, which presents him as the stable half of the duo. Having his sleeves down and over his hands at this point in the video presents him as a shy young man, showing his naivety to the industry he is working to get into. It presents him as innocent and shows how he grows as a character throughout the video. It gives the audience context into his life, which fans would want to see as they like to feel part of their icon's journey into music. His hair has been left natural without product, so his overall look is softened and presents him as a sincere and homely character at this point. However, it is still a soft rock video and music, so I decided to have him wearing ripped jeans to give a more laddish and edgy look, to show there is more to him than may appear, which a soft rock audience would really take in and enjoy about an icon. This is Elliot's gig outfit, and his hair has also been styled. It is a bit more dressed up than his last costume, and he looks very different from the beginning, which I thought was very effective in showing time had passed and their musical abilities and relationship as a band had changed. His hair and beard has been styled with products to give a greater visual impact. It also makes him appear more mature and shows his growth as a person from being a shy boy next door to a rock star like man. It also gives connotations of success, but also vanity. Hopefully it will be interpreted as confidence in how he looks and be a positive image. His green t-shirt was specifically chosen to follow my theme of green clothing I've used for other characters too. Green connoting energy and growth and positivity, but also the contrasting negative emotions, such as greed and envy. In Elliot's case, wanting Michael to focus more on good music and their band rather than being a selfish performer and messing Martha around, wasting time rather than working on their music. But mostly, overall, Elliot is a positive character who stays true to his roots in this video. He is wearing skinny jeans which fits modern trends and presents him as still a young, youthful man. Continuing the comments on his growth as a character, his hands are now more open and uncovered as a focal point, which presents him as a more confident and strong character now. Once again, he wears the same shoes throughout to link to my ideology of roots and how soft rock produce artists who are down to earth and stick to their roots. Elliot also wears a black and white jumper in the first gig scene and the fight after this gig, but unfortunately this somehow got lost before I'd taken photos of all the costumes, so I am unable to show it in this video. The black and white was to represent the simplicity of the situation and how they are there for the music, and his hands are covered at this point, as he is still in an awkward stage of performance because of inexperience.